or the term I would use is animate. So you could have animated GIFs that allow you to actually animate them. So it's actually a picture with a bunch of different little frames in it. So it's kind of like, it looks like a video, but it's actually a picture or an image. It's kind of
Hey,
the best
Skull.
way to look at it.
What's up?
And in fact, right here we have an animated GIF. So why do we need to optimize the images? Just so things can load quickly when you do it on almost any computer. But again, mostly for the photographer's sake. All right, so what are we going to do? Excuse me, we're going to work in GIF and Composer. However, though, for any of you that might be having issues with GIF, I don't think you should, because you all should have it. I will show you how to do this in Microsoft Paint as well, which is just as easy. Probably easier, actually. So let's go ahead and do that.
What's up,
and we'll wrap
Alex?
this whole website up. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up Composer, click on my level 1 over here, double click my index. This is where we left off last week. We want to go ahead and add an image now in here. Obviously, I want an image of a piano. So you can either use your own images, which the live lesson I'm going to post next week, I use my own. I'm doing it on my son Finnegan. That's what the website will be on.
I'm doing
But for this one,
schoolwork.
I don't have a picture of a piano on my computer, so I'm going to go find one. A lot of you are going to go find images, so let's go ahead and just quickly show what that's going to look like. So you're going to go ahead and open up Google. I just went right to Google Images itself,
Yeah.
which is just images.google.com. And I'm simply just going to type in piano. Now, if you're on the regular Google, you know, which would look like this, just up at the top, go ahead and type in what you want and then click images, and we'll bring you to the same exact page. Yeah, Daniel, that would be fine. So I'm going to go and find a picture of a piano that I would like, and I'm a big fan of Yamaha, so I'll click this one here. And it's the C Series CFX.
I don't
So
like
when you
school. I
click on an
have to do
image,
it.
you don't need to worry
If I
about any
didn't
buttons
have to
here. I
do
know there's a
school,
save
trust
here,
me,
but
I
here's the
wouldn't.
easiest thing to do. Just right click on it.
School is ass.
Don't click save link as, click save image as. Now here's what we need to do first. Go to your web design folder. Now, you can see here's level 1, and there's nothing else here. Let's make a new folder. So either click on new folder or right click, go to new and then folder, and let's call this pics. This is where we're going to save any images that you download or use before Optim. For optimizing. That's very important that I'm saying that before optimizing. So now I'm going to open up the pics folder, but look down here. Please rename your images. Again, especially when it comes to coding, imagine if you had to type this whole thing in just to code it. So please rename your images to something that makes sense. In this case, it's a piano, so I'm just going to call it piano. So go ahead and click save, and now it's saved. So let's go ahead and double check that we actually have it. So I'm going to open up my web design folder. There's the pics folder I just made. When I open it up, there's the piano. If I double click on it, there it is. Good, so now we have the image that we're going to use. Used. But we need to resize this. This is way too big to be on this website. So here's what we do. Go and open up GIMP. We'll do it in GIMP first. When you have GIMP opened up, you might have two toolbars, one here on the left and one on the right. There's a little X on them. If you want to close out of those, you can. You don't need those. So we're going to go to File and Open. Now we need to find my web design folder. So I know it's on my desktop. Here it is. Now I need to go to the Pix folder and then open up the piano that we just saved. Excuse me. Now, you see how big this image looks? Look down here. It shows them only at 50% viewing. So if I actually change it to 100%, this is the actual size of the piano. So this is actually how big the image is. So this is one thing you need to be careful about. Sometimes the default zoom is going to be smaller than what it is. So if I was only at 25 or even 12 and a half, you would think, well, this looks like a good sized image. Why would I resize this? Please realize you always want to check your zoom first and set it to 100. That way it'll give you the true size of what your image is going to look like. So this...
It's my school thing. My web design class.
this is obviously too big, so we need to resize this. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the image menu, and then we're going to click Scale Image. Now when we do this, this dialog box opens up. There's two numbers here. There is the width and there is the height. The number that we're going to adjust is going to be the larger of the two. In my case, it is wider than it is higher, so the width is bigger. So we're going to highlight that number and we're going to type in 400. I want all of your images to be 400. If you had a portrait style picture where it was taller, then you would change the height when you're doing this. So what I'm going to do is you highlight the number and type in 400, and then hit your enter key. And watch when I do this, the height will change automatically. And it automatically changed. That means it will keep the aspect ratio for us. The other thing you want to do, most pictures by default will say 72 here, but if it does not, I want you to change the X resolution to 72, and then when you hit enter, Y will automatically change to 72 as well. If it didn't for some reason, please make sure X and Y are 72. And that's 72.0000. So as long as you type in just 72, it will automatically put those zeros there for us, which we all know that doesn't really mean anything anyway. Note, Rachel, you only change one because